It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. The mid to upper level close low, initially across the Ohio to Tennessee Valley region, will continue to be a heavy precipitation producer over the next couple of days as it pushes very slowly eastward and weakens. This mid to upper level low will weaken and push off the mid-Atlantic coast late tomorrow, early Wednesday, bringing a period of much drier weather for the area. Meanwhile, record heat will continue across California through the desert southwest, and an elevated to critical fire weather threat continues from the central to the northern plains into the Great Basin and northwest. Closer to home, unseasonably warm and dry weather will continue through the week ahead. A brief cool down on Wednesday is going to be short-lived. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Well, this past Friday, Michael Gruger of the Tularosa Arts and History Council requested that the village trustees permit a road closure on Granado Street on Saturday, October 26th for the annual Halloween on Granado Street festivities. This passed, and so it's official. The Alamogordo Chess Club weekly meetings are at Plateau Espresso every Monday from 4 to 7. It is casual chess. Pair up with whomever's available. No membership requirements or fees. Simply show up with a board, set it up, and play. All are welcome. Beginning tomorrow, October 1st, Alamogordo Public Schools will accept sock donations for the Socktober Sock Drive. Socks of all sizes and original packaging can be donated through October. Each of the schools will have a donation box available at the front office. Your donation and support make a big difference and help families stay warm. Attention all Tularosa Municipal Schools parents and guardians. Picture Day is tomorrow, October 1st, for all campuses and students. So make sure you have your cowlick standing straight up, kids. The Roadrunner Mobile Food Pantry is open to Alamogordo Public School families and staff Wednesday, October 2nd at 2:30. That's at the Reiner Steinhoff Soccer Complex parking lot. 1 box per household. Photo ID is required. The Alamogordo Night Out is coming up on October 5th from 4 until 8 at Washington Park. We heard from Stephanie Hale of Thrive in southern New Mexico.
There will be live music, food trucks, and many other community partners available to provide information of what's going on around Alamogordo. Squad up with your heroes at the Alamogordo's Night Out, hosted by the Alamogordo Police Department and sponsored by Thrive in southern New Mexico on October 5th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here in Washington Park in Alamogordo.
If you have any questions, please call 575-439-4304. The Chaparral Community Organization presents the Burger Cook-Off happening Saturday, October 5th in Chaparral. We spoke with Ray Vasquez.
This is our first burger cook-off. What we want to do is let's see who makes the best burger. We are inviting the public and whoever has a food truck. Come out and see if they can win that $250 first prize.
If you have any questions, it's 915-219-0418. Join the Lincoln Trestle Planting Project happening on Saturday, October 5th, to help restore trees lost to dwarf mistletoe. Volunteers will plant genetically resistant southwestern white pines at the Trestle Recreation Center. The event runs from 9 a.m. until 3:30, and Smokey Bear will be on site with fire safety tips. Check out the Lincoln National Forest Facebook page for details. The Lincoln County Disaster Recovery Center is open at the Horton Complex, 237 Service Road in Ruidoso, Monday to Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday, noon to 4. You can apply for FEMA assistance and do so online at disasterassistance.gov, the FEMA mobile app, by phone, 800-621-3362, or in person. Zubu 2024 is happening on Saturday, October 26th from 9 a.m. until noon at Alameda Park Zoo. The Candy Trail and Costume Contest will be there, as well as the fun runs. The event is free. Well, today is Monday. It's time for a pup date from Animal Village NM.
Hi, this is Sunny Harris with Animal Village NM. Everyone hears dogs are man's best friend, but how many dogs or cats do you know who have humans who are their real best friends? Last weekend, a wonderful caring man drove here to Ruidoso from Colorado to adopt one of our formerly feral cats, Ash, who we rescued with her feral colony living in the bushes at a gas station during the fires and floods in June. Why did this feral colony exist and suffer on a highway? Because people allowed their cats to roam outside in constant danger and also neglected to spay or neuter them. Why did Robbie drive here for a cat who wasn't even a special breed or buy a cat? Robbie read our description of her personality, that she has transformed herself from a hissing, spitting feral cat to a loving, purring lap cat who is now comfortable with dogs, people, and other cats. That was important to Robbie. Choosing a pet is like choosing a husband or wife. You can choose someone who looks a certain way or choose someone who makes you feel unconditionally loved. So Robbie thought that was worth a 15-hour drive for years and years of love and happiness with a lovable cat who's come so far to learn how to love. The next time you go to an adoption facility, see who makes you feel loved. That's the magic of cats and dogs. They'll tell you exactly who they are and how they feel about you. The sad part is someone left that wonderful cat or dog there at that facility. That person signed a form allowing the facility to kill them if they choose. New Mexico has the highest rate of pet abandonment in America, and that's why the services of Animal Village NM, low-cost spay-neuter, is so important. Monday, October 14th from 11:30 to 1, Animal Village will be inside the Ashley Furniture entrance at the White Sands Mall, registering low-income pet owners to spay or neuter their pets with just a small copay of $65, which goes directly to the veterinarian. Animal Village NM then pays the balance when the cat or dog has been sterilized. This service helps everyone in Otero or Lincoln counties, and we've been preventing unwanted litters since 2007. If you have an intact pet in Otero or Lincoln County, do the responsible thing for your community and spay or neuter your pet. It's the law, and it's the right thing to do. To donate and support this work and improve the quality of life in your community, donate today at animalvillagenm.org. Make a difference. Improve your community. animalvillagenm.org. We can't do this work without you. animalvillagenm.org. Donate today and spay or neuter your pets.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
There's been a nationwide spike in school threats, including schools in the Land of Enchantment, who have reported multiple threats over the past few weeks. While none of these threats were deemed credible, mental health experts say the emotional impact on students, parents, and staff is significant. Bridget Leva, the director of the crisis intervention teams with the Emergence Health Network, told KVIA that the threats can cause behavioral changes in students, such as irritability, isolation, and a drop in school performance. Leva advises parents to watch for these changes that can also include changes in sleep and appetite.
Things that are being put on social media have to be taken very seriously. We want to ensure that we're continuing to reassure our children that our law enforcement partners are doing the best they can to ensure that our schools are safe.
Parents are encouraged to reach out to school-based crisis teams or local mental health resources if they notice signs of anxiety or behavioral changes in your children. Many defenders will say Kamala Harris and other progressive Democrats have no desire to take our guns. But recently, a 2007 clip of the then San Francisco District Attorney, Kamala Harris, surfaced, in which she said that police had the right to walk into people's homes and inspect their legally owned firearms. Have a listen.
Responsible behaviors among everybody in the community, and just because you legally possess a gun in the sanctity of your locked home doesn't mean that we're not going to walk into that home and check to see if you're being responsible and safe in the way you conduct your affairs.
The Democrat presidential nominee made the remarks while speaking to reporters during a press conference about a law that was being introduced that she helped write and was ultimately signed into law. So if she did it then, don't you think she would do it now? How many amendments did she break with that? The second, to be sure, but the fourth, clearly. But if the polls are correct, New Mexico's still going to vote for her. The topic of transgender athletes being permitted to play women's sports is making its way into the race for New Mexico's 2nd Congressional District by Republican challenger Yvette Harrell against Democrat incumbent Gabe Vasquez. Here's a snippet of her latest commercial.
Girls have put in the work to be their best, only to be beaten, even bruised and battered by men competing in their sport.
Okay, quick fact check. Vasquez did not vote for people assigned male at birth to play in girls' sports. In the state of New Mexico, eligibility for sex-segregated sports is determined by birth certificate, whether it be original or amended. So, it was already legal. Now, what Vasquez and 202 other Democrats did do, well, they voted against a bill more than a year ago called the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act of 2023. This would have prohibited school athletic programs from allowing transgender women and girls from participating in programs that are meant for women and girls. But that bill died in the Senate. Congressman Vasquez did release a statement which says that he is against the discrimination of transgender students. Well, Vasquez, I'm against men and boys in girls' and women's locker rooms. I'm against them playing sports against them. And if you have to ask why, you're part of the problem. Carlsbad Caverns Park guide Ashley Parsons spoke with KRWG about the human impact on the cave.
At the end of every single day, us park rangers will walk the visitor trails throughout the cave, 2.5 miles of trail. We'll walk through making sure all the people get out safely, but we also pick up any trash or food or anything that does get left behind, and also turn off all the lights inside of the cave. So we do that every day, and usually we come away with, like a sandwich baggie or a gallon baggie full of trash, especially depending on if it's around a busy time when we have a lot of visitors.
Recently, a visitor left a bag of Cheetos in the cave, which attracted bugs, spiders, and grew some mold. Took a lot of work to clean that up. Sports and weather are coming up next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
The 114th Rio Grande rivalry game took place this past Saturday. Neither UNM nor NMSU were having a good season, to say the least. The Lobos entered 0-4, the Aggies entered 1-3. Add to that, NMSU offensive coordinator and quarterback coach Tyler Wright was not with the team, while an investigation is currently underway into social media posts he allegedly made between 10 and 14 years ago. The posts contain racial remarks against blacks, Asians, as well as Mexicans. On top of that, also homophobic slurs. But anyway, it was the fourth quarter, 43-33, then this.
Right back to Rogers. Gets away from a shoestring tackle, and Rogers is going to run in the end zone. So a 29-yard scamper on the touchdown run for Rogers to put the exclamation point on for UNM.
NMSU answered.
Washington, the running back, already has 2 scores in the game. Make it a third. Second rushing touchdown for Washington. He also has a receiving touchdown.
But too little too late. It was the University of New Mexico with the win 50-40. Lobos lead the series 74-35 and 5 ties. This game has been a fixture in New Mexico since 1894. There are 5 matches for New Mexico volleyball today, including Corona Vaughn at Carrizozo and Hatch comes to Ruidoso. Your Crazy Radio spot on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies. Mostly clear tonight, sunny tomorrow. Your high today in the basin 91, low tonight of 64, high tomorrow 88 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny skies today, partly cloudy tonight, sunny tomorrow. Your high today in Cloudcroft 70, low tonight of 44. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 40, high tomorrow 65 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.